Hello fellow nerdmaids and nerdmaids-to-be, my name is Faith, and this is my 2023 collection update video. So I know these types of videos aren't everyone's favorite, but it's a great chance for me to just quickly review everything that I've gotten over the year. It's a good chance for me to archive all my stuff, and then as well for anyone who's seen some of my videos or posts this year and been like, what was that? Now it's a quick explanation and like little mini reviews of each item. So without any further ado, let's start with jewelry. Also, yes, this is not really part of the mermaid collection, but I love it anyways. This is a top I got from the Ren Fair this year, my very first Ren Fair I ever went to, and I love it and I wanted to wear it in a video. Also, I didn't include it in my last collection update, and as I was choosing a necklace to wear for this video, I realized I got this little adorable, like, potion necklace thing from Mermaid Eluria, which was just so sweet. I think she gave it to me for but I think I got this in 2022 at California Mermaid Convention. I think she gave it to me there. Beautiful piece of jewelry, really great for like when you're doing a like mermaid gig and you don't want people to see you with legs. But if they do, you know, this is a little bit of magic in a bottle that gives me legs for like 20 minutes so I can walk to the ocean. So super cute, highly recommend any sort of jewelry like this if you're doing gigs. Really cute. Anyways, more jewelry I got. This one I also got right at the end of 2023 after I'd filmed my update video, but does this look familiar? It is a couple of little pearls on a strand. One of them is blue. They are based off of Barbie Mermaidia, which is so fun. This was like some people grew up with The Little Mermaid, some people grew up with Splash, some people grew up with H2O. I grew up with Barbie Fairytopia Mermaidia, so I got this off of Etsy. It was very clearly an AliExpress drop shipping thing, which I wasn't super pleased about. It was too expensive for some very plastic beads, but you know, you can't tell that it's plastic, and I get a lot of compliments on it, but it's also like subtle enough for me to wear like at work and stuff. I'll link everything in the description. This is a new H2O necklace. I like it because it's really, really big and visual. Very chunky. I did notice that the little pendant was sliding around, so I just tied a little knot around it. So yeah, super cute, very much like the season 3 H2O necklaces. So a bit of a spoiler, I got a few tails from Suntails with this year, and with each purchase they gave one of these little necklaces. They're just kind of like a necklace you get from Claire's, but very cute nonetheless. Thank you, Suntails. So I don't know if I should include this with jewelry or headgear, but I got some Goggills this year. So these are fun little fabric fins that you can add on to any pair of goggles. Because they are running a promotion for California Mermaid Convention, they actually gave me a pair of prescription goggles along with my purchase, which is really cool. So now for everyone who's like, you should just get prescription goggles. There. Now I have prescription goggles. But am I going to ditch the glasses for prescription goggles? No, because I'm a nerdmaid and I wear my glasses under the water. That's my thing. It's stupid. It's pointless, but it differentiates me from other mermaids. So, And when they announced me as an ambassador, they also gave me a welcome gift. So this is what the goggles look like, not on goggles. So it's a little elastic and a snap, and then it's this little metal clasp that you just stretch over the frame of your goggles or your glasses. Actually, I could be onto something. I could wear these with my glasses. I don't know. It's kind of cute. I might keep them for the rest of the video. It might look weird. I don't know. So yeah, Goggills, super cute, not that expensive. They do make like custom silicone ones, which are a little more expensive, but the fabric ones are like pretty cheap and you can interchange them, so I really like it. So thank you to Goggills for being a partner with me, which is really cool. Next up, so this is a circlet from Netherwisp Art. If you guys remember organic armor from way back in ye olden days of mermaiding, they're kind of the successor of organic armor, very similar in terms of construction. It's made of latex, so it's not quite as durable as silicone I found, but still in great shape, really cool. I love circlets. They're like my favorite type of headwear. Crowns I can't do. I actually sold my Wonderland Arts crown because I was like, it's just too heavy. Circlets are great because it just stays on your freaking head. All you gotta do is like tie it back with an elastic and you're good to go. You could also like wear it as a belt or something, but I just keep it on my head. You could even flip it the other way. So it's funny, I reached out to them and I said, hey, do you guys could do customs? And they're like, no, not really. But like, we have a couple unpainted ones. Do you prefer a certain metal color? I'm like, well, yeah, I do like silver. And they're like, okay. Well, what color gem do you like? And I'm like, well, I like purple. Okay, and do you want us to paint the shells a certain color? I'm like, so this is a custom, pretty much. So I was really grateful for them for making this happen, and I really like it. Another headpiece I got was this adorable clip from Courtney Mermaid. It was a Christmas gift. She said she heard me saying that I wanted more natural kind of hair pieces, so we've got this adorable seashell clip. It's kind of white with some pearls on it, some fake seaweed, a felt back, and a little alligator clip. So a great craft, a great Fishmas gift. I really like it, so thank you, Courtney. I got this just cute little wire gem crown. I was on vacation and I stopped through a farmer's market and found a vendor who was selling crowns, and so I just got this. It's not very flashy, but I just like it. It's a little bit of subtle something. Just this cute little wire crown and locally made. I love supporting local artists. I'll definitely link it in the description. I've got the link from Torian Spiral. So now, time for swimwear. So I got quite a few swimwear things. I'm gonna start with kind of a miscellaneous one. I finally got myself a belly dancing scarf. So a lot of merfolk use these kind of shiny, sparkly scarves as sort of a gap wrap. So you wrap it around your waist to kind of hide the top of your tail if there's any sort of like gapping that happens, or just kind of decorate it or hide any sort of imperfections in the waist area if it's like a different color than your waist or you just don't want people seeing it. A little scarf is a great way to jazz it up and hide it. And so I've used this a couple times. I love how sparkly it is, but what I don't love is how it doesn't make the noise underwater. I'm really disappointed in that. I got this at the Ren Fair, by the way. Very much my colors. I love it. It's very pretty. Jingle, jingle, jingle. And yeah, really cute. And yeah, just a great way to jazz up any kind of mermaid outfit. It's like great for parades or whatnot. So thank you to the Ren Fair. You've unlocked something in me and it's not good. And so from Shop Vancouver Mermaid, I got a number of things this year. So I got a full set of what's called the Star Sapphire look. So very much me. I got these swim bottoms. I got them in a size medium. I wanted to see what a couple different sizes look on me, and it perfectly matches this Shalusion top. So this is kind of like, think like a sports bra. It's a very compression fit. I was watching my 2022 collection update video and I realized that I'd said size down when you're wearing these. That was wrong. Size up. Size up if you're in between sizes for these ones, because they're quite tight. But they're really nice. I love the burlap pattern as the base, and then netting and little gems and pearls adorning it. And of course the main attraction, the seashells and the gem. If you want to pick up anything from the store, you can use my code Nerdmaid for 10% off. And then we have another set of swim bottoms. These were actually my idea. It's not like the most original idea, but I said, hey, it'd be really cool if there were skin tone swim bottoms. So I got these in the size, I think these ones are the size small. And they're really nice. It is just like a nude swim bottom, and it really fools people. People always give me a double take when I'm wearing these. It's great for when you're wearing like a lighter colored tail and you don't want the bottoms to show through. You can kind of wear them either way. I usually just wear them this way. So yeah, I really like them. Thank you to Shop Vancouver Mermaid for making that happen. And then the last thing I got, I think, from the store this year in terms of swimwear was the H2O merfolk top. So kind of similar to what the girls wear in H2O and Mako Mermaids. We've got a lot of scales. I really like the side, this kind of like dark, kind of copper. Oh, hi Nancy. Again, really comfortable, very compression fit. You don't feel like you're gonna fall out of these. Great for training, casual swims. They're just still like super nice that like people even wear these for performances and gigs, which I really love. And my big purchase this year was a custom starfish top. Oh my gosh. So this is from Siren Stitches, who's a bit of a newer maker on the scene, but I'd seen some of their work and I was pretty impressed. So I was like, well, you fit all my criteria of making a starfish with seaweed and pearls and netting on an actual bra, and you can do adornments, and that's what I want. So we've got this gorgeous starfish seaweed top, which I love. It's so cool. Definitely matches my silicone tail and a lot of my Mersona look. So I'm quite happy with it. Thank you to Siren Stitches for making this with so much care. I did do a full unboxing of this on my Instagram, but yeah, it's really lovely. I wanted to invest in like higher quality pieces that were more of my Mersona rather than just like, oh, I want to get this because it's new and different. I definitely achieved that goal this year with like you know, the new circlet and the Goggills and the Shalusion top and the starfish top, so I'm very pleased about that. So I'm gonna be super nitpicky. I think that I probably would have preferred the starfish to be a bigger size because they're a little small on my chest. I think that they're like a little bit unproportional in terms of the size compared to the seaweed. I think it would have been better if it was more starfish top with seaweed rather than a seaweed top with starfish. But for the most part, I'm really happy with it, and I love the colors of it. It's just beautiful. So that's the starfish top. I finally got to try out a carryall top. You know, yeah, she makes a bunch of different ones. None of the sculpts really call my name. But I really like the feeling of it. It's very comfortable, very versatile, so thank you to Mermaid Zilda for loaning that out for me so I could do kind of a little mermaid look with it, which you'll see more of later. But yeah, I really enjoyed wearing it. I found it very comfortable, very sturdy. I think they're definitely more meant for less busty people, which was great news for me. I was very curious about how they fit and how they looked and how they swam, and yeah, it's great. And then last but not least, I also got a friend of mine gave me a tail, which you'll see in a bit, and there was a matching top, and it's much too small at me, but yeah, this is a DIY kind of bandeau halter top, which is really cute, but I tried it on and it was like, didn't quite work for me, but very pretty. Thank you, Ravenna Mermaid. And sorry about all the sniffling and my sore throat. I delayed filming this video by like 10 days because I got a really bad illness. But it's over now, but yeah, if I sound congested, it's because I am. Now on to monofins. So the big one for this year is I got a fish fin! So a bunch of people have been asking about this fin. So this is a fish fin. I got it from the brand, I think, Seaquarium on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. This is great. It's exactly the same one that Lucia sells, so don't believe their lies. And I got it in purple, which I think I'm kind of like one of the only people to have it in purple, which I really like. And it's sturdy, it's great, it's fast, it doesn't really give me any pain. I don't know if it's like my favorite fin compared to the Mahina. I find the Mahina's just like a little bit more comfortable for me, but maybe that's just because I'm really used to it. But oh my gosh, this fin is great. I hope to do a video on it eventually. I got it for one main reason, which you will see. So yeah, I got this in about May of this year. It's one that I am reaching for quite a bit, but it's large. It's a very large fin, so keep that in mind. I wouldn't say it's like a beginner fin, but it's also not the worst fin if it's your only fin, if that makes sense. It's not the easiest fin to use, but it's definitely not the hardest fin to use. It's got this nice silicone flop and roll to it, so it sticks up straight. It doesn't go bleh. It's also not 25 pounds. It combines like all the best aspects of like the Mahina and the Luna, which is great. And then another fin I tried was, this is the Finnish Shooter. I tried the Finnish Trainer this year, which is really cool. My friend Mermaid Kaida got one, which is, they're actually quite hard to find. Oh my gosh, it is fast. It is very zoomy. I have a video of it on my second channel. Definitely not the best fin for any sort of commercially available tail. I put it in my Aquarius tail and it just barely fit. I think a couple of tail makers like Finfolk may or may not have used that monofin in some silicone tails they've made, but like it's big. It's really big, but man, is it ever fast. Embracers is a category that I have, and I don't think I got any this year, so that's very unusual for me to not have any new bracers. Okay, so for tails, I think the Discovery was my first one I got this year. So you saw I did an unboxing and a swim video in it. I love it. This was the tail that got away. It was the tail of the month that Finfolk sold earlier this year, and I was like, should I get the big one? Should I get the little one? I was like, well, I don't have a Discovery yet, and I want to try it out, and it's actually fantastic. This is a really great tail. It's very soft. It is made of the same kind of thick material that Finfolk uses. It has gotten a little bit of damage here and there, especially because it's a dark color. You can kind of tell there's a little bit of rubbing and stuff on the fluke tips, but it's really nice. I love the print. I've used the Linden primarily in this, but you could also put the Luna inside of it. Or a Fin Fun monofin. So they're a little pricier than just an entry-level tail. Finfolk does call them entry-level tails. They have a bunch that are available on their website, so you can actually go to Finfolk's website and purchase a tail now, which is great. It's not every tail ever, but they have a small selection available as ready to ship, which is great. I really like this tail. I think it's dope. There's not a ton to say, to be honest, but I like it. And then in May of this year, I got a Moonsong Magic tail. So this is inspired by the Little Mermaid, the new Little Mermaid, which I'm super excited about. So it's got a really, really big fluke. I've used the fish fin and the mahina in this tail, and both worked fantastically. It's got kind of that double layered fluke effect with these big fins, and then that double dorsal, which I loved. So we got a kind of two short pointy dorsals here, and then this hip fin, and it's got a blended waist tone at the top, which actually matches my skin really well. And I love it. It's really nice. I love the style of the scales. So this was I said, hey, can you mix and match 2 of the different scale styles you had on your Ariel tails? And she was like, that's brilliant. Let's do it. And sent me this tail. So it's really nice. I think there are kind of a few kinks to work out in terms of the construction manufacturing of this tail. I did notice, like, I've got a fair bit of popped seams on the waist here. Other than that, it's really nice. The fabric is soft, not too terribly see-through. I do wear the Invisibottoms with this one just because it's like a neutral tone at the top. It's a thinner fabric than, say, the Discovery tails, but still a really good quality fabric. I really like it. And yeah, the print looks fantastic on it. But all that to say, I think this is a really great tail, and I've enjoyed using it a lot this summer, so I hope to post some more content in it. The problem is that every time I swim in it, the pool was really, really dark, which kind of sucked. But I got so many compliments on it. People loved this tail, and I really like it too. Speaking of the Little Mermaid, I was working on a secret project later on in this year, and for that I ordered a Suntails. So Suntails also did a Little Mermaid style tail, so I bought this one because I haven't gotten to Suntails in a while, and they always just hold a soft spot in my heart for kind of good entry-level tails, and I always enjoy having some kind of smaller and easier ones to use for when I'm teaching people. I stuck the linden inside of this because I like the linden more than the Suntails, and it did kind of stretch and show through, so I'm not saying don't do it, I'm just saying that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, I like the print. I think it's very lovely, and yeah, it's got this printed waist fin here. So similar to the Moonsong Magic, not quite as well done. I think that the Moonsong Magic definitely executed the design in a more mature fashion, but Suntails is great. They've always just been a really sweet company, and they also have these protected fluke tips now, which is super duper. They're really, really cheap. This is probably like the cheapest place you can get an entry-level tail from that's not garbage, so recommend you check them out. I think they even sell them on Amazon too, so I'll put a link to that in the description. But the funny thing is, I was telling my husband, wow, Suntails is great! Suntails is great! I haven't had a new Suntails in a while, so he got me one for a Christmas present. Except he accidentally ordered the kid's size, so then they came through and resent the adult size. I think it's really cute. I love the little dots down the side, which is really nice. And they have little printed fins on it, which actually looks so good. They're on the front and the back, so it's the same design. And then you've got those dipped fluke tips here. So very nice. Thank you, Bryson. But Lordy, I'm drowning in mermaid tails. You guys gotta stop sending me tails. But then, freaking Neverland tails! If you remember my top 10 video, I said, oh, Neverland mermaid tails in Australia. I don't have one, but they're really great. A lot of people have spoken highly of them. And then they said, oh, we want to send you something. And I said, no need. Seriously, don't send me any more tails. And they did anyways. But this one is really cool. This is a kind of anglerfish inspired tail. Just check it out. A lovely spooky black tail from their Halloween collection. So it's got an open bottom fluke for the mahina, and I really like this back plating. I've never had a tail with plating before, so that's really awesome. And then these gorgeous big hip fins. I did swim in this once. I did notice it was a bit tight on my calves, so that's not great, and not really a place that I can lose weight in. Unfortunately, it's my calves. Still, very lovely tail. Thank you so much to Neverland Tails. I did an unboxing of this on my Instagram, and it's just so sweet, and I'm looking forward to using this a little bit more this year. And another tail that I got was from my friend Ravenna Mermaid. She said, hey, this tail's been taking up space in my closet, so you should take it. And I said, oh my gosh, please stop. But I used it. It's really cool. It's got this dorsal fin. So it is a sling tail. So if you don't know what a sling tail is, it's essentially, you take the same pattern as just any old mermaid tail, and you slice off the fluke tips, and then you kind of join it in the center, and have an opening that your monofin can stick through. So fun fact, this is actually the tail that Ravenna was wearing the very first time I met her, so it's kind of special to me. And I called it the She-Go tail because it very much reminds me of She-Go from Kim Possible. Yeah, it's kind of cool, kind of gothic, dragony looking mermaid tail. So this is what it looks like with the fluke. You could probably use this sling tail to snap at the bottom, which is cool. With kind of any sort of mermaid tail that's kind of got a split fluke, you know, like classic Ariel look. So unfortunately it was a little bit long and a little bit small on me and the top didn't fit. So she did say you should pass this along to someone. So if anyone wants this tail, please just reach out to me and I'll double check the measurements for you. But yeah, I want to pass this along to someone who wants a nice, shiny, beautiful, kind of gothic green and black dragony mermaid tail. And if not, then I will continue to care for it. And last but not least, certainly not least, this was the big tail I was looking forward to all year. This is the Shop Vancouver Mermaid Moonlight Magic. Not the website, you have to go to the Patreon to purchase a tail just because it's a little bit easier to manage for Courtney selling tails not on a public platform, but the Patreon is still very, very accessible. So you'll join the waitlist, which I did, and then you submit your measurements and your payment, and you have a beautiful new mermaid tail. Ah, I love it. I love it so much. I named this tail Mako 2.0 because obviously it's like Mako, but 2.0. So I've done 2 videos on it already because I was so freaking jazzed. So check them out on my YouTube channel. And I really, really like it. It's got this dorsal fin, fits me like a glove, and obviously this was the tail that I purchased the fish fin for. I've used the fish fin in a couple other tails, but this is one that's like specifically made only for the fish fin. So I think this brings my tail count up to 56. Ha! Oops! I'm trying to let some tails go so I can invest in new things, so keep an eye out for maybe some sales posts and things, because I'm like, some of my tails I can let go of at this point. I'm like, you know what? They've had their day, and it's time to send them along so that someone else can enjoy them. I'm very grateful for all the companies that sent me stuff this year. Of course, really appreciate it. I definitely invested a lot of my own money into pieces that I really, really wanted this year, which is great, and I think also is more helpful for me in terms of reviewing, so I'm a little more impartial, and I can kind of say what the value is for the money. So yes, all of the babies from this year. How many tails did I get? Well, I'm just gonna count this as one because it's the same tail, and I think I'm gonna give the little one off to a kid that I teach lessons to at some point. So, but yeah, that's 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then where's she go? 7. So 7 different mermaid tails this year, which is amazing. I appreciate each and every one of them, and then a bunch of really lovely pieces that I have been very jazzed to get. So very exciting. Love the, you know, kind of upgrading my Marsona look. But regardless, I appreciate everything that I've gotten this year. I'm really, really thankful for it all, especially to Goggills for partnering with me. This is really exciting. Especially these Galaxy ones. Like, these I bought on my own because I was like, okay, it's finally time. Like, I need to get some goggles, and I really like them. So thank you to everyone who gave me stuff, to all the companies that worked with me this year. Again, Nerdmaid for Shop Vancouver Mermaid stuff, Nerdmaid 10 for Goggills. I really appreciate it. It helps me out, and all the money that I get from sponsorships and stuff, I just pour right back into mermaiding. I'm really grateful for all of the opportunities I've had to travel. I'm looking around, I'm seeing memories of California Mermaid Convention, memories of Ren Fair, memories of testing out gear, and memories of doing a swim with the Moonsong Magic with my friends of Mermaids of BC. It's neat to see my gear and kind of think back to all the fun times I've had this year, kind of testing things out, and so I'm really grateful for that. It's been a little bit of a more personally challenging year this year, just kind of figuring out who I am and stuff like that, so not really sure still how YouTube fits into things, but I do still want to make videos for this community because I love you guys so much. And so 2024 is going to be the year that I'm trying to build myself back up, just in terms of health and in wellness and keeping my mind active and sharp. So if you have anything that you want me to do creatively, I've kind of been in a bit of a slump, and YouTube hasn't helped because YouTube's like, kick you in the butt. So that's not been great. So feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment below if there's anything that you want to see me do more content on or review in the future, and I'll do my best. Subscribe if you haven't already, because once I hit 50,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a giveaway! So feel free to do that. We're inching our way. Subscribing and interacting really gives me just a lot of love, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. Your support really means the world, and I can't thank you guys enough. So look forward to stuff in 2024. It's coming. It's coming. I'm just really trying to get back in there and go do things. But anyways, I'm gonna go teach a mermaid lesson now. So love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye! In the moon song magic, which is somewhere,